Hi guys, Jamie Humphries here for Six String Alliance, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Wampler Andy Wood signature gearbox overdrive pedal. Now, Andy Wood is without a doubt one of the most gifted and versatile players on the circuit today. As a session guitar player, he's played with the likes of the Rascal Flatts, and he also has an incredibly successful solo career, releasing his own music, putting on his own concerts, running his own guitar camps, and he's also very active online and with his YouTube channel. Now, Andy is an incredibly versatile player. He's a real Swiss Army knife of a guitar player. He's equally at home playing country as he is blues, rock and hard rock, and also he's a fantastic mandolin player. He has a great love for bluegrass, which is actually where he started. He started playing the mandolin before he started playing the guitar. So when my friends at Wampler told me about this pedal, I was very excited to get my hands on it. And as I've said, Andy is such a diverse and versatile player, so I was really excited to see what his signature pedal would hold. Now, the Gearbox is a twin-channel pedal and features two of the most popular pedals in the Wampler range in one unit. Channel 1 is the Tumnus, which is a clon-style pedal. It's a little bit of a low to mid-gain overdrive pedal, whilst Channel 2 features the Pinnacle, which is more of a high-gain pedal and is ideal for achieving authentic EVH-style tones. Now, as with all Wampler pedals, I always say this line, you can always expect to find a little bit more under the hood, and the Gearbox is no exception to that rule. We have a built-in noise gate on channel 2. So as you start to crank up the gain and you get that inherent hiss that you get when you start cranking the gain, you can just dial in the noise gate to eliminate any unwanted noise. Now, the Gearbox also features some pretty advanced routing options. You can run it as one pedal and select the order of the channels. So you can either have channel 1 pushing channel 2 or channel 2 pushing channel 1, or you can just use each individual channel independently. But you can also rig it up so it is basically two pedals. If you're using any kind of switching system or loop system on your pedal board, then you can wire it so that you can run each separate side independently. So let's take a look at the layout of the pedal. As with all Wampler pedals, you can expect the highest build quality and true bypass switching. On this side, we have channel 1, we have the level control, we have a tone control, and we have a gain control. Here we have the switch that selects the different order of each side of the pedal. At the moment, I've got it so that channel 1 is driving channel 2, and that's the way that I had it set up for the intro playthrough track. On this side, we have the Pinnacle, we have our gain control, we have a level control, then we have a 3-band EQ, so we have bass, middle and treble, and then at the top here, we have our noise gate control. Before we get into some tones, let's talk about the gear that I'm playing today. I'm using my Ernie Ball Music Man Axis Tribute, and I'm plugged into my Mesa mini rectifier head, and I'm running that into a 2-notes Captor X, and I'm using one of the official Celestion 4x12 Vintage 30 impulse responses. So let's start off by taking a look at channel 1. This is the Tumnus. So I've got all of the controls set halfway. Let's have a listen. Let's start pushing the gain up. Increase it some more. Push the gain up all the way. So you've got a nice amount of gain there. If we drop that down, you can use the pedal as more as a boost. If you drop the gain down and push the level up, that's how I was using it before, using it to drive channel 2. So let's have a listen with the gain set a little bit lower. And then obviously if we bring it up towards the halfway mark. Starts to come alive a little bit more as you push it just past the halfway point. Okay, so I'm going to set the gain up to about 3 o'clock, and let's experiment a bit with the tone control. So let's pull the tone control all the way down. Start to increase the tone control. Up a little bit more, up towards the middle. Push it up further. It's going to start getting a bit brighter now. Yeah, that's pretty bright now. Wouldn't have it set there. But obviously it has the scope for you to be able to use it to add a little bit more of a crisper sound if you're running channel 2 a bit darker. Okay, so now we've got channel 2 selected. Let's have a look at the Pinnacle. I've got everything set halfway apart from the volume control, the level. I've pushed that a little bit more just to try and match the level of my clean amp. So let's have a listen. Straight away you can hear that's got a considerable more amount of grunt to it. Let's drop the gain control down. Okay, start to drive it. That's really nice, and we haven't even started experimenting with the EQ yet. So let's bring the gain control down slightly. I'm going to, I'll just have it just about 1 or 2 o'clock, and let's start experimenting a bit with the EQ. First of all, the bass control, I'm going to turn that all the way down. That's a really nice control that. You can really cut out any of that sort of woolly and sort of flubby low end that you sometimes get, or I find you get when you push pedals into the clean channel. Let's push that up a bit. Okay, keep increasing. Oh, that's really nice. It's really thickened the sound up. Bit extreme. Let's bring that back down. Now we've got the mid control. Let's pull the mid range out. Start to push the mid. That's a nice, again, nice scope of the frequency curve there on the mid range. Let's pull down the top end. Start to increase that. Again, you've got quite a large, wide frequency curve there on the top end, so you can really tailor any type of tone you're looking for. Okay, so let's just try and set a couple of tones up with the Pinnacle. I'm going to push the gain. Let's see about getting a little bit of a sort of modern metal-y sort of sound out. Okay, let's experiment, see if we can get that sort of EVH style. Obviously, this is EVH style. I'm not saying it is his sound, but you're meant to be able to get that sort of thing from it. Yeah, it definitely does that thing really well. It's got lots of grit and bite to the sound. So some fantastic tones that you can get from channel 2 as well. So something else for us to check out. I've got the I've pushed the gain all the way up. As you can hear, I'm getting lots of noise, and so now we go over here to the noise gate control, and bingo, there it is. All the noise has gone. Pull that out, put it in. You can just adjust it to the correct threshold so that you don't lose any of your note. Okay, so now let's have a listen to how we can change the routing. So at the moment I've got the Pinnacle selected, so I've just set up a basic sound. Pull the gain down slightly. So that's a nice rhythm sound there, something quite chunky. Now, say you want to go to your lead tone, you can actually select the Tumnus. I could pull the gain control down and push the level. Turn off the Tumnus. Obviously, we can experiment with the EQ as well, so we can turn the tone down if it's a little bit too bright. Or we can push the tone control up if we want to get a little bit more bite. Just drop down the gain a little bit on the Pinnacle, so we got a little bit more of just a driven. Add the Tumnus. So it makes a really versatile pedal. You know, you can have your rhythm sound set up, and then you could use the Tumnus as a boost to drive that a little bit harder to give you more saturation. And obviously with the noise gate, although the noise gate is only on the Pinnacle side on channel 2, if you are engaging the channel 1, you can obviously set the noise gate to compensate for additional noise that you're going to occur when you start pushing channel 1 into channel 2. Okay, so what I've done now is I've pushed the routing or the order switch down so that channel 2 is going to be driving channel 1. So I've set up like a kind of slightly driven tone. Pull up the tone control slightly. You might be into that sort of more mellow, slightly lower gain sound, but then want to be able to push that sound a little bit more. So you can actually swap the order of the pedal over. So now if I kick in channel 2, I'm still retaining the quality of channel 1, but just getting a little bit more grit to it. And obviously you can experiment with the EQ if you want to pull out a little bit of the top end or pull out a little bit of the low end if it starts to get a little bit flappy. Push some more gain into the pedal. So there's lots of options there and lots of scope for you to tailor your own overdrive tones, no matter what style of music you're into. So that's pretty much it. This is a fantastic pedal. I have to say that quite a bold statement that this is probably one of the best overdrive pedals that I've personally ever used. And this is going to see a lot of action in my studio. It's got a great amount of scope for different styles, from low gain tones if you're into blues or country, or if you're into indie rock, you can get that mildly pushed tone. If you're into more hard rock sounds, then you can go to channel 2 and use the Pinnacle, and you can get a lot of saturation as well as a lot of scope with the EQ, and obviously using a combination of the two depending on which way you want to push them. You can obviously stack the pedals. You know, the possibilities are endless. Obviously we've just done a little bit of a knob twiddling here, you know, to adjust the sounds and hear the scope. Hopefully the demo track did the talking a little bit, but you know, it's a fantastic pedal and really worth checking this one out. So for more information, you can click the link in the description and head on over to the Wampler website. And if you enjoyed the track at the front end of this video, click the other link in the description and you can download the tab and the backing track for free. So, head on over to the Wampler website, get yourself an Andy Wood gearbox pedal, and then have a go at playing through the track. So anyway, that's it from me, and thank you so much for watching. If you don't already, please subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you here very soon for more videos. Bye for now.